I don't know why my neighbors have decided that 6:30 in the morning was a good time to do construction work. There's also a truck outside with like big rods, and they were just slamming the rods on top of, like, they're stacking them, but when a metal rod slams, probably chose the worst day to vlog. But yeah, when a metal rod slams on another metal rod, it is loud. But luckily they've left, but the construction upstairs is still going on. I don't know what they're doing. Or maybe it's downstairs. I'm not so sure because it sounds like it could be both, but I'm not sure. Anyways, welcome back to another video. I'm so excited to film this one because this is a winter morning routine. And this is the first time I've spoken, so my voice is a little raspy. And I look very, very puffy. But I put my ice roller out to wash with cleanser, and then I've just completely forgot it in the bathroom drawer. So we don't even have an ice roller to depuff today. And that is my own procrastination. But I'm really excited to show you guys my morning routine because my morning routine in the winter doesn't really differ from the summer or the fall. But just turning on that Christmas tree in the morning and walking into my living room and seeing the snow is such a nice feeling, which is crazy because last year I just absolutely hated the winter. I don't know what it was about the winter. I was not looking forward to it. But this year, I'm so excited about the winter. Everything just feels cozier in this apartment. And yeah, I've just become a winter girly. I feel like TikTok has changed me. I also wanted to show you guys my new addition to my ring stack. This is the Ultrahuman AIR ring. And I'm obsessed with it because all my rings just decide to turn around when I'm sleeping. But I'm obsessed with it because it tracks my heart rate, it tracks how many steps I've done, and it tracks my sleep as well, if I've been in deep sleep, light sleep. And it's really nice to get all that information because sometimes I'll think mentally because we're so used to saying, I'm so tired, I feel so tired. But then I'll look at my app for the Ultrahuman AIR ring, and it'll tell me I've had full 4 sleep cycles or full 5 sleep cycles. I've slept for 8 hours. So I'm like, okay, so the tired is just a mental thing because my body feels fully rested. And that trigger works better than caffeine to get me moving and grooving through the day. So I'll show you guys the stats of my ring and how I use the app to basically use this ring and see how many steps I've done and things like that. And then I really need to put some caffeine into my system because to get through this noise, we're going to need some coffee. So this is their app. This is what helps me track everything like my sleep, my heart rate, my steps. So as you can see, something kept me up last night. So I probably need a little bit more sleep than maybe yesterday when I slept like a pro apparently. So you can click on this and then see how much total sleep you got, time in bed, restorative sleep, and then you can see how much restfulness, what needs attention. Yesterday, my heart rate dropped around like 5 a.m., so that needed attention. I'm glad that it sorted itself out. And then you can also see when you've gotten deep sleep, REM sleep. Basically just gives you a full breakdown of how well you've slept and at what points you should focus more on these certain aspects and when you've had deep sleep. And then you can also, it'll just give you a basic average sleep index of how well you're doing day by day. I feel like this is one of the lowest ones I've gotten, but it also makes me feel better because I wake up super tired, but knowing I've gotten 4 full sleep cycles feels really good. And then it will tell you your steps, how many hours you've been active, your ultra age. So apparently I am 1 year younger, how much sleep you'll need to recover. So we still need about 49 minutes to recover today, but we have a locked in busy day. And then it also helps with your caffeine. So you can check how much caffeine that you can have per day, log your caffeine. This I don't use as much, which I really should, because it'll give you a more accurate representation of how much caffeine you could have. And then your brain waste clearance. This is based on a lot of different factors like deep sleep, sleep duration. So apparently I'm at 86, which is really good. But it's not the best that I've done, as you can see. I'm very on and off with wearing my ring because I'm still getting used to it. I sometimes forget to put it on, but I've been better at it. And then this is the one that I love to use. I love using workout. So you'll see me turn this on when I go to the gym. But I basically only use these two. I use indoor walking and weightlifting. When I turn on indoor walking, I'll do it now just to show you guys. But then after the gym, I'll show you my full report. but it basically just takes my heart rate, starts telling me what heart zone I'm in, zone 1, 2, 3. And it just really helps track your progress like that. So it just takes a little bit of time to tell you and measure. So right now I'm at 75 beats per minute. And then when I do cardio, sometimes I get to zone 3, which makes me really happy. And then once you end it, once you end it, it'll tell you how many minutes you were in zone 1, 2, 3, 4, just to get a better. If you're doing zone 1 cardio the whole time, then you know you need to step it up. So it just gives you an idea of what you should be doing. And then it also has different breath work exercises that you can do. Sorry, I don't know why my alarm's named interview. Sometimes I just name my alarms and then I just leave them as is. That's probably an alarm from like 2 years ago. But you can do these different breathing exercises. I have yet to try this. There's so many features that I've still yet to try this. And then it also gives you your cardio age. So mine's 23, which is really good because that's 3 years younger, and that is probably the best age. But yeah, this is how I track my ring. And honestly, I've really enjoyed wearing it. And I've just really enjoyed working out with it as well, just seeing how much calories I'm burning, how many calories I'm burning, how many steps I'm taking, things like that. Look how pretty this little cup is. This is such a bad habit that I've gotten into, having an espresso before my workout, but it's very much so needed today. And I just love making my coffee, especially because of our little gingerbread houses every morning. This one I've put cinnamon in, and this one I've put brown sugar in, and then this holds our coffee, but currently it's empty. I need to refill it. But I just love romanticizing my coffee every morning because it's just so cute, and I love changing these out seasonally. And then my jelly cats also really help get in the morning birdie zone. What's the early bird zone? There is no better feeling than washing your face after a night of sleeping. Like, my face just feels so clean, and then having an espresso, so good. I like to use 2 products before the gym. I love using this Neutrogena Hydro Booster sunscreen, especially because I feel like I've mentioned in every video now that I've been struggling with my skin, and I just really want to remove all my dark spots, and sunscreen is something that I've neglected. See how glowy my skin is? And then, of course, we're going to use my trusty CeraVe. There's not one day that goes by where I don't use this, but because I have such a glowy base, I'm not going to put too much on. Let's make sure I've blended everything in. That's crazy. And that is all. Now we're going to get ready for the gym and not procrastinate any further. I'm going to pick out my gym clothes, fill up my water, and then I'll also show you what is in my gym bag, because I don't know how I got a bigger gym bag than before, but it is still packed to the brim. I don't know how that's happened, but I'll show you everything that I take. This is the epitome of me embodying romanticizing my life in the morning, because I love the back of this sports bra so much. I love having like a backless sports bra on back day because it just makes your back look so nice and defined. I also love these leggings. They just make your glutes look. Okay, I've just packed my gym bag. I thought I'd quickly run you guys over what is in here. First of all, in this small little pocket, I always have an extra pair of socks because, especially in the winter, if your socks get wet, that's no fun. And obviously, we need our headphones to escape from the noise in the gym. Then I have this little pouch that came with this gym bag. Also, this gym bag, I'm obsessed with her. You can put your water in here. My Stanley, unfortunately, is a little bit too big to go in there, but if you have smaller water bottles. And then it came with this little pouch that I use for all of my hair ties, and then I'll just take my hair out and put it back in here once I'm done at the gym. I have my bristle brush just to even out all of my dents when I do my hair there. Deodorant, obviously, Vaseline for my lips, and then sometimes, like I mentioned, my skin gets really dry and I start getting eczema around the eyes, or just for my hands because they also get really dry after the gym. I like to keep this Eucerin eczema relief cream, and then I also like having my little travel perfume just in case in the days where I'm doing cardio and I smell really bad. And then obviously I have my keys for the gym as well. And that's practically all I keep in here. And then I'm going to put my tripod. I'm going to put my phone tripod in here as well. And then I just like to hold my shoes because this is literally hard to close with the headphones in there. But this is my bag. And then I put my little Hello Kitty as my charm. She's like my little gym partner and I love her so much, even though she is getting a little bit scratched up because of the lockers there. I still love her and I'm just obsessed with this bag in general. If you're looking for a good gym bag, this one was on Amazon, I believe. But it's just such a good bag because I didn't want something too big, but I didn't want something super mini. I needed to be able to fit in 2 sets of tripods, my headphones, everything like that, and this one's just perfect. I don't know why, but I just love chatting to you guys in my car. It's just a vibe. It's probably my favorite place to vlog, to be honest, especially as my car is getting warmed up. My boyfriend is going to join me before we head over to the gym. He's just grabbing one last thing. Then we'll be on our way. I am just deciding what playlist I want to put on. I'm always in the mood for some Chris Brown hype music because on the way to the gym, that is practically my concert. And I just love putting on one of my favorite playlists, vibing and motivating and hyping myself up for the gym session because, as you guys know, if you watch my previous video, I've just been in kind of like a funk, like a rut. The last week, I just haven't felt motivated to do anything. Like I just want to sit in bed and cry all day. That's kind of the vibes. But today, I feel a little bit better and I'm really excited and motivated to get this workout done. So we're going to keep the energy high, kill this workout, and then come and be productive at home and kind of reset that funky cycle. But for that, you do need some good music. That was such a good workout. Usually it takes a lot for me to feel a burn in my upper body because I don't like lifting heavy for upper body, but that feels so good. My back is on fire and it feels really, really good. There wasn't that many people, but it was still busier than when we usually go, but I powered through and filmed everything and I'm just so happy, finally trying to get out of that funk. But here's the story. As soon as we get to the gym, I'm happy I realized this in the car and we didn't go inside and then have to go back out in the gym, that I had forgotten my tripod. So we had to drive back home, grab my tripod, head back to the gym. So it is 10:30 now because it took so freaking long to drive back, go back, because our gym is a 20-minute drive each way. So we drove there for 20 minutes, drove back and drove back. So an hour of my time was wasted commuting to the gym, but that's okay. That's my own fault. I forgot my tripod and I really wanted to film the workout for you guys. So at least it's done, and I don't really have any time commitment things like such as meetings and stuff today. So it should be a pretty easy day. I'm just going to be sitting at my laptop or my desktop rather and just working away. I have so many things to do, but you don't understand the craving I have right now for an iced coffee. Like I am genuinely craving an iced coffee so badly. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I sweated on the treadmill for 45 minutes. And you know, when you sweat, you just want like an icy drink that you can stir, hear the ice crackling. That's the vibe I'm going for right now. This is going to be a task. I'm going to try and not spill it. Here it goes. I don't think there's another feeling that will beat this. Having your iced coffee in this cute gingerbread iced coffee cup with your tree lit, the sun shining through the apartment being nice and clean. It's not perfect, but she is looking a little bit cleaner than usual, and I love that. I love the sun shining through because it's so rare, and then I love just like the fact that it's all Christmas decor. It's just so stunning. It's probably my favorite time of the year, to be honest. Oh, just spilled some on my leggings. Usually I'm craving a dark black Americano. There's just something about an iced coffee that is just hitting. I don't know why I'm craving one in the middle of winter, but it just tastes so good. Now I'm just about to make some breakfast. I think I'm going to do the same. Like I mentioned in last week's video, I like to rinse and repeat meals until I am sick of them. And this week my obsession has been the salad that I made in last week's video. So we're going to make that again with some different veggies. I think we're going to do arugula, onions, tomatoes, cucumbers, and then my sauteed tofu. It's just my go-to. Like it's just so fresh and healthy and it tastes amazing. So that's what we're going to do. I might add some caramel syrup to this because it is a really nice coffee if it's not sweet. But I'm not a sweet coffee person. This is my dilemma. Let's add a little bit. No, and then I add it and then I don't like it. This might be my most aesthetic salad I've made to date because the arugula just changes the game. It looks so nice and healthy and fresh. I'm so excited. I don't know what my cat's problem is. She's just been meowing for the last 5 minutes. I don't know what she wants. Would you like to try my salad? Come inspect it. Oh, Theo's like, I'll take it if she won't. But that looks so good. I put arugula, avocado, tomato, onions, cucumbers, and it just looks so good. I also have some leftover in here, which I'm probably going to eat once I'm done this. And then I'm going to have my little gingerbread iced coffee. Do you want to smell this too? He's like, I'd rather take the food. He's so cute. don't know why I am just feeling this today. I've just come out of the shower and I've put on a silk robe. I feel like I've had this robe since 2019. She's old, she's been through it, but it's my favorite robe. I love it so, so much. Also my hair. She's given me a lot of stress. She's just not been like cooperating the last few weeks. I feel like I used a shampoo I shouldn't have, and now I just have like silicone stuck to my hair. It's super greasy in the back, so I'm trying to do a hair reset. I'm trying to wash it every few days, trying to keep it healthy. But today it's not hair wash day, so I'm gonna see if I can do a slick back of some sort, because I never do a slick back. I feel like it just looks really weird on me. If I do like a higher one. Anyways, I will figure that out as time goes on. I've just grabbed my little mask here because either I use this in the morning or I use it in the evening. I forgot I'm not holding my mic, so I kind of need to shout. Because the mic on this just... either use this in the morning or either use this in the evening. But today I feel like I want to use it in the morning because I just cannot stand how my skin is looking. I'm really having a ugly week, and I feel like it's because my period's coming next week. So my hair, my skin, everything is just getting to me. But let's turn this baby on. I don't know if I should use the red side, the yellow side, or the purple side. The purple one does have all the lights, but I feel like I really want to focus on the red light therapy. I love vlogging with this mask. I feel like it really creeps people out, especially when I send my best friend a photo of me in this mask. She gets really freaked out. But while this mask is on, I am going to start planning my day. I usually just create like a Microsoft to-do list, but I really want to try this evening to find a proper Notion template that I can use for my calendar, things I can plan in advance. I feel like Notion is really good for that, whereas Microsoft To Do is not the best for that. That's more for like daily tasks and kind of separating your tasks. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to plan out everything right now in my Notes app or Microsoft To Do and just kind of get on with the day. And then maybe this evening I'll have some time to find a good Notion template. And if I do, I will link it for you guys. But if I don't, we'll have to find it another day. But that's what I like to do while this is sitting for 10 minutes. Just kind of plan out and give myself a head start on the day, kind of like, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. And I'm a very check marky, like Nike type of girl. I need to go when a task is done. It is time to do my skincare. I like doing my skincare after the red light mask because usually I do it before, but I've learned recently that it's better if you do it before rather than after and then do your skincare after. But I'm starting off with these Medicube toner pads. As you can see, I love these because they're pretty much gonzo. I love using them because they really do help with the pores. They don't really do anything for dark spots, which is my main issue at the minute, but they do really help with pores. So highly, highly recommend getting toner pads versus toners. I feel like I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Toner pads over like actual liquid toners, probably the best decision you'll make. I will try and scream because I don't have my mic. And then this. If you do not have a skincare fan, you will realize that it actually changes the game. It just makes your skin feel so good, and it just makes sure that the product is dry so that you can do the next product and things don't get mixed up. And it just makes it so much quicker than me going like this frantically. Then I'm going to go in with the Anua Niacinamide and Tax. I heard that as Tax. It says TXA4. I don't know what the TXA4 means, but I need niacinamide, so this is what I like to use. It's probably like my third bottle of this. It's one of the only serums that I actually trust. And then last, we're going to use the CeraVe with the sunscreen. This is my new one. I don't know if I love it yet or if I don't, but it has hyaluronic acid, so must be good. But I have yet to try it for a long period of time to tell you guys anything else. I'm just gonna mix these two because I feel like if I put them on as two separate layers, my face is just gonna look overly moisturized. And I do break out really easy when my skin has a lot of oil and lotion on it, so try and prevent that, shall we? Oh yeah, this is so much nicer than applying 2 layers, because I can do a very, very light layer. Why was that so aggressive? I feel like I moved my contact. Oh yeah, she's gone. I'm gonna have to move her back in once I'm done. But that is the skincare. That was 4 products. Sometimes I get lazy and all I want to do is use this, but I'm trying to romanticize my skincare routine and just take some time out, do my mask, use my fan in between steps, and just really romanticize it, even with my silk robe. Just really makes you feel good. Okay, I've slicked back my hair. I'm not exactly sure if the slick back suits me, to be honest. I feel like from the front, I just look like an egg with no hair, but I like from the side. I like what it looks like from the side, but I can't vlog like this the whole time, so I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. But I did get a boar bristle brush and I've been loving it, especially for doing my ponytails at the gym. But I'm not so sure about a slick back, guys. I wish I liked it because I feel like it is the thing to do and everyone just looks so good in it. I just don't know if it suits me. It's time to pick the scent of the day. I am torn between this one and this one. I think we'll do Maison Margiela. So this is the full fit. I went for an all black look. I feel like it just suited the slick back a lot more. And I just wanted to romanticize my workday a little bit just because I have been feeling down in a rut. So kind of want to get out of that funk and feel good. Even put on my watch. I feel like every single time I put on my watch, I just feel instantly more productive and like that girl, because girls that are just perfect, they always have their watches on and I never have mine on, so I'm gonna make it a point to wear mine. But I'm loving how this outfit turned out. It's super comfortable yet cute vibes if I have a meeting or something I need to pop in. Hello, how do you do? I'm still trying to figure out if I like the slick back. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see as the day progresses if I am a slick back girly or not. But I'm about to set up my little workstation because I do have a lot going on at my desk whilst I'm working, and I want to show you guys what I have on my desk. So this is my work setup. Almost every single day this looks the exact same. I love having fresh flowers on my desk because I feel like the stark whiteness is kind of balanced out by having nice flowers, but they're dying, so I'm a little bit sad that if I have to say goodbye to them, I won't have fresh flowers again, and I'll have to resort to those, which honestly I'm not loving. So maybe I'll get some fake flowers to make it a bit more colorful. We'll see. But this is what my desk looks like basically every single day. I got this little extender table hoping that I would be able to reduce some clutter, but I use all of this stuff while working, so it makes sense that it's there. At the end of the day, I do put my headphones back on the stand, my iPad and laptop over there. But whilst I work, I need to have my phone, my headphones, because clearly I'm editing a video where I will be yapping a lot and nobody needs to hear that besides me. I have my iced coffee that I'm still getting through. I will never not be obsessed with those cups, but I will stop talking about it now. I think my iMac is my greatest investment yet. I got so much hate on my iMac unboxing video, but honestly my greatest investment because the big screen makes editing so easy, and if you're a content creator and you edit so much every single day, it just makes it so much easier, and I just love it so much. Even with work, like having a bigger screen, trying to do multiple different screens, like a split by 2 or something like that, it's just so much easier than working on my laptop, to be honest, and I'm more productive. And then I'll have my iPad here. I will always have something playing on my iPad whilst I'm working. Unless I'm like reading something and I have to figure something out or solve something, but I will always have my iPad, especially if I'm editing like a TikTok or something where I'm not listening to myself. Something will be playing on my iPad. I have to have my Stanley, of course. And then I always love turning on my mirror. I will turn it down though, because there's no reason for this to be so bright. One more. There we go. Yeah, this is my little work setup, and this is my beautiful new chair, which I feel like I've already shown you guys. Multiple different wires going on in there. And this is where I spend practically 10 hours of my entire day. And then I always have one pet on this little boucle stool. Right now it's Theo, but most of the time it's one of my cats. But he also just loves this stool so much. Oh, hello, baby. One thing that I love about my chair is that I can sit crisscross, because it's just so much more comfortable to work crisscross than it is having your legs dangle, especially if you're short and they just dangle, don't touch the feet, the floor. I've gained a little coworker whilst I've been working away, but I am going to sign off this video here now, because this is practically my entire morning routine. It's split into two sections: what I do before the gym, what I do after the gym. After the gym, I feel like is just not as exciting, because I feel like my pre-workout routine is more romanticized and aesthetic, if you will. Whereas my post-workout routine is kind of chaotic, trying to shower, eat, and clean up the kitchen and get into work. This guy just wants the flower so badly. You can't have the flower. No, you can't have me either. Just chill. Have a chill pill. But yeah, I'm going to sign off this video here. I hope you guys like spending the morning with us, and we will see you next week. You still can't have the flower or my coffee.